So friends, we have a bit of a little problem here. The van just stopped. In this episode, we encounter every van lifer's worst nightmare. A mechanical breakdown, meaning the van had to be taken away on a truck. So we've decided today that we're going to head up, as in, well, of course we're heading north, but we're going to go up to the Tablelands. We're actually going to go to Ravenshoe tonight, which is like, is it the highest town in Queensland? I think it might be. I know this is the highest road. So it's going to be a lot cooler overnight there. So we're going to stay up at Ravenshoe. And on the way, we've got a couple of places to visit that we didn't visit on our last trip when we were in North Queensland last year. So we're going to check those out. So the first place we're going to stop is at the Cardwell spa pools. However, I think it's going to be very crowded there today, given that it's 37 degrees and a Sunday. But we'll see. So we are at the Cardwell spa pool, and this pool is quite well known for its turquoise blue colour. So we just had a gorgeous swim here in that little natural spa. And how's the water in there, Nige?
It's all beautiful temperature. So welcome relief from the heat. Taking a plunge in there, and it's like a natural bubbly spa. It's kind of cool.
And very accessible. So just down these little stairs behind us here, the cars are literally parked just up there. So pretty much accessible by just about anybody. There's even some stairs down into the main pool just over here as well.
If you manage to get down here on a weekday, you probably have the place to yourself.
Now we're driving back out to the highway, and it is a gravel road. It is a little bit corrugated. It's only about 7 kilometres along the gravel road though. Pretty much fine. You could come down here with a 2-wheel drive. I would drive the Kia Rio down here.
With your caravan, you can simply park parallel to the road on the side, to be right.
Friends, we have a bit of a little problem here. The van just stopped. We had warning lights telling us that the coolant temperature was too high and we had to stop immediately. So we found somewhere safe to pull over only about 100 metres after that warning came up, but the van turned itself off.
The coolant level, it's just freaking hot.
Yeah.
All that uphill, climb.
Just turned itself off again. Nigel is currently going through the manual, hopefully finding out what's going on. So we figure we're kind of overheating because it's a super hot day. We do have a lot more uphill to go, so what we've decided to do is dump our water which will give us about less 100 kilograms. So Nigel will just show you what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, God, that water's hot, eh?
Hey?
With the there we go.
Good news, friends, we are back driving with our fingers very tightly crossed. Temperature in the van got up over 40 degrees while the van thermostat thingy is now down to 36.5. We're keeping our eye on the coolant temperature as well, because that's what the problem was with it, because it was the engine overheating.
Coolant temperature overheating.
Coolant temperature overheating, Nigel says.
It's good. It's 100, which is normal. 110 is normal apparently for the Mercedes. Because we looked at that, very early in the piece when we first got the van. I was a bit concerned about the temperature being 110 in the coolant, but it's quite normal. But there's obviously, it doesn't take much to spike over 110, and once you get over that threshold, which we obviously did, I don't know what it got to. Hang on, it's playing up again. All these warning lights come on, which is unusual because it's 100 is fine. So I don't know what's going on. It's playing silly buggers, and it's making me a bit uneasy.
So we've just stopped off for a while to let the van cool down. We're at the Henrietta Creek campgrounds. We actually camped just over there last year. We're near the Nandroya Falls walking trail. There's no one here at the moment. So we're parked up in the shade. It's still quite hot here, but hopefully the van will cool down enough and we'll be able to continue on up the hill. Otherwise, we can always stay here the night. Update, and it's not looking good. The van is now in limp mode. So we're just trying to get to the closest town, which is Millaa. Known for its beautiful waterfall, but not much else there. There's like I think a pub and a cafe, and I don't know if there's a mechanic or even a servo. But anyway, we're trying to get to there. Alrighty, friends. So we have made it to Millaa, and we're going to stay here for the night. We've checked into a caravan park. We were in limp mode for probably the last 10 or 15 kilometres, meaning that the van was going very slowly in like an emergency. Sprinters do that. Very little power. So that was a little bit scary as we had to go up some pretty steep hills. So we're going to stay here for the night. It's 5 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, and we'll just deal with it tomorrow. There's a pool over there. We might go throw ourselves in that. We might also have a quick beer. I think we deserve one after today, right? Good morning, friends. Well, we are still here in the caravan park in Millaa. This morning we've called the RACQ, so that's the roadside assistance. We have ultimate cover with them, so it's like the top level of cover. They'll tow us. Apparently we also get a hire car and accommodation if we have to wait for the van to be repaired. So we didn't even think about it last night, strangely, but this morning we woke up and I said to Nigel, we should call the RACQ. So they are sending a patrol car out now to have a look at the van. They'll probably plug it into their computer. Maybe they'll be able to tell us what's going on, because when we plugged it into our little basic computer, we got very confused. Whether it's just an electrical fault or whether there's actually something more sinister going on with the van, we don't know at this point. So right now we are just waiting for that patrol car to come. Meanwhile, Nigel's making breakfast. What's cooking? Good looking?
We've got some rosti on the go here. Rosti, which is grated and squeezed out potato. Yeah, here you got to squeeze out all the juices, the starches. And yeah, we love it.
Wash it down into a big flat pancake and let it fry up. So the truck's finally here. Sad day indeed. as we're going to watch the van be loaded up onto the back of this truck to get taken down to Cairns to the mechanic.
Yeah, been pacing all morning. It's just, yeah, the waiting game.
Apparently they had to get a big truck to fit the van onto.
Yeah, sort of feeling that the right arm's been cut off at the moment, but oh well.
We're losing our home. We're both very sad. We've both just had a few tears.
Yeah.
Our beautiful home. Oh,
Yeah, a bit emotional.
this is not fun.
Oh, what do you do?
Cry. Okay, so we're down in Cairns now and we're going to take the van off the back of the truck and then we'll go in and see the guys. The workshop's just in here behind us. So it's going to stay here for a little while and yeah, hopefully it won't take too long to get fixed. So the next step in this not so fun journey, we're in the taxi on the way to the airport to pick up a hire car.
Yeah, the RACQ's been really good. Taken a lot of the pressure off when you're trying to process the fact that you're going to be without a home on wheels for a while. So yeah.
So what we're going to do is go pick up the hire car, drive back to the van, put all our stuff in the van and then head back up the hill to my sister's place at Mariba. We're in the hire car. We don't like it.
Don't like it.
We feel like we're really low down.
Dragging our bums and can't see the wheels. Can't see the back tyres. It's wrong. I've already put the windscreen wipers on.
Yeah, that old European indicator on the left thing.
Yeah.
Trap the young players. So anyway, now we are just going to drive back to the van and get all our stuff out of the van and put it in here. I don't know how because we don't have bags. Or Nigel does, but I don't. So I'm just throwing my stuff on the back seat, all the stuff out of the fridge. Oh gosh, and then I guess head up the hill to my sister's house. I'm starving, I haven't had lunch. I'm hungry, I'm emotional. Just not very happy right now, to be frank.
But don't vlog the fact we're in McDonald's.
I was just going to say, so we've just stopped for a super healthy afternoon tea, which is lunch at 3:40.
I think it was more like an emotional sugar fix.
An emotional, just bad food fix. So round the roundabout, right? And we got a call.
Whilst we're having our said healthy meal,
Healthy, happy meal.
the phone rang. It was a pity we didn't get it on camera. The phone rang, and it was the mechanic from the service centre, and he said, "We'd really like to show you something." Oh, okay. As in, where are you? We really think you're going to be. Oh, what did he say? Happy? I don't know.
Did he say that?
Oh, I don't know if he said that, but as I say, it's a pity we didn't get it on camera. But we really need to show you something. Well, we're only 5 minutes away. Okay, I think you're going to like this, did he say? Alright, we're really intrigued. We're going to have to roll the camera because...
we'll roll.
It was a bit of a bizarre phone call, to be honest. And then I'm thinking, oh God, you know, what have I done? What's bloody button have I pushed or something like that?
Okay, so Toby's just told us he's never seen this in his life.
Because in limp mode, is it about the cooling cost?
We've got a flashing engine light, and we've got a whole bunch of other
Is it all at the same time? Or is it
yeah. Well, first of all,
This is Toby. Hello.
I mean, I've been here. I'm doing this for 25 years. Okay?
yeah, right. Geez, you don't look that old.
I'm 42.
No.
And it's yeah.
And you've never seen this before, you say?
Nah. I mean, look. All right. So basically, what's gonna happen is, or what's happened, and usually there's a blast pole on here, okay? And this is to jumpstart the car. Yeah. So what happened is that fell off and fell onto your turbocharger. On the exhaust. So basically what it is, it's melted the plus pole onto the chassis and shortened this air.
Right.
Okay. It can happen, but you know, I've never seen it that extended. So
yeah.
So basically it's melted onto the chassis and grounded everything out.
Right.
I'm surprised that you're here, because that cable goes straight to the battery, and this could have dramatic effect here. And it's like you put the plus and minus together.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Holy.
Is that the issue now?
That's
what
why
you got? I just seen this coincidentally. I'm not sure yet. What I know, I gotta fix this first before anything else.
Yeah.
Okay, so very obviously there was a big piece of the engine in the way when I was trying to point out what was going on. The van is fixed now, but let me just show you. So this here is the positive jump terminal, and normally you push this back and expose the metal piece in there so that you can jump start the vehicle if you need to. And this is attached here by this clip, which, as you can see, it's pretty well attached here. I don't even know how it gets off. You can see the melting here. Where it's all melted. So basically what happened is this came unclipped from here, and this whole lead here fell down and landed down here, which is part of the turbo. It's metal, and so you can see right where my finger is there, that's where part of it melted, and basically it shorted out. And as Toby explained, it would have taken a while for that to melt through, but when it did melt through, it was causing a short circuit. And so that's what was causing all of the problems. It was basically just a short circuit and an electrical problem, which is what was making all of the warning lights go off and even put the van into limp mode. So now we're saying bye to the van. Bye, van.
For how long, we don't know. What? Susie. She's all... Yeah, it's not.
It's yucky.
It's a little bit yucky.
It's very yucky. But anyway, so the van's there. It's going to stay there. Toby's going to work on it tomorrow.
It's cool. They put it forward.
Yeah.
Bought the van, our van forward. They recognised that we live in it. Not that we're asking for any favours, but because they're very busy there. But they're bringing our one forward, which is kind of nice. So, with any luck, we should be able to test drive it in a couple of days. By the sounds of it, there's a lot to look through. So, yeah, God knows how many hours of labour we're talking about. That's going to make me cry. I'm feeling a bit bad because I did an oil change, and I'm just second guessing myself. Did I put that that cable? Did it latch down properly? I thought I was pretty, cautious. Double check. There's a dipstick in, yes, and all those things. Because for that thing to come out, I mean, we've been on some really nasty, bumpy roads for sure, but it's unusual for that to have happened. So I'm kind of I'm not accusing myself, but I'm not feeling like I'm sort of questioning myself. Did I put it back in properly? No.
Hard to know, but you know, there's no point beating yourself up about it, babe. Like, it is what it was.
Shit happens, but at least, you know.
What's done is done, and now we just kind of
move forward.
At least we've got Toby's on the case. He recognised that was going on as soon as he saw it, so.
Oh, and the other thing that's interesting, that you guys won't know, I certainly didn't know, but the temperature, the coolant temperature's always been running, if we're going up a hill, or you know, if the van's working hard, it's working up around 110 degrees Celsius. Are we going around there?
Yeah.
They said, or Toby said, oh wow, it should be running at 90. So there's another thing that is very questionable as well. Anyway, hopefully we'll get to the bottom of that one as well.
We've got the van back! How good is it to have the van back?
Oh, we're getting emotional yet.
I know! I want to go and hug the van.
Why wouldn't you?
I always do that.
Yeah.
I'm so happy we've got the van back, dirty as it is.
We have a van back, and it turns out that it was mostly electrical, no ECU issues as feared. We're back on the road.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thanks so much for watching, and join us next time when we get back on the road and back to checking out more of the beautiful scenery in far north Queensland. Thanks for watching.